When Alone Isn't Lovely, Cha Eun-woo's rom-com range, A Good Day to Be a Dog, versus Moon Jae-young's fantasy comedies. Could their styles align again? The world of K-drama has always been a playground of what-ifs. What if your teacher turned out to be your soulmate? What if time could reset for love? What if destiny bound two strangers in ways they couldn't comprehend? And for fans of Cha Eun-woo and Moon Jae-young, one of the most irresistible what-ifs is simple yet electrifying. What if these two beloved stars reunite on screen once more? Both actors carved their names into the hearts of global audiences through the 2020 hit True Beauty, where their chemistry felt so natural it lingered long after the final episode. But what makes this hypothetical reunion even more intriguing is how their careers have evolved since. Cha Eun-woo, with his 2023 rom-com fantasy drama, A Good Day to Be a Dog, showed he can balance quirky comedy with heartfelt vulnerability. Meanwhile, Moon Jae-young has developed her craft through a wide range of fantasy romance and comedic roles, bringing sharp wit and emotional depth to every project. This raises a tantalizing question. Could their acting styles align again in a new fantasy comedy collaboration? And if so, what kind of magic might unfold? When A Good Day to Be a Dog premiered in October 2023, viewers were both charmed and curious. Could Cha Eun-woo, often admired for his stoic visuals and reserved characters, carry a rom-com that leaned on playful fantasy? The answer came in waves of laughter and quiet awe. The drama follows Han Hae-na, Park Ki-young, a woman cursed to turn into a dog whenever she kisses someone. Cha Eun-woo plays Jin Seo-won, her emotionally guarded colleague, an eventual romantic partner, who must confront his deep-seated fears of dogs to embrace love. What made Eun-woo stand out in this role wasn't just his impeccable visuals or the trademark cool charm he carries so well. It was his willingness to show awkwardness, comedic timing, and even clumsy vulnerability. For example, his wide-eyed panic whenever a dog entered the room, blending slapstick comedy with emotional realism. His tender hesitation in romantic moments, balancing sweet earnestness with just enough tension to make the audience swoon. His gradual transformation from a man defined by trauma to someone learning to trust and love, proving Eun-woo could embody both emotional depth and light-hearted humor. With A Good Day to Be a Dog, Eun-woo expanded his rom-com range. He wasn't just a perfect flower boy anymore. He was an actor capable of layering fantasy comedy with subtle human truths. While Eun-woo has been proving his versatility, Moon Jae-young has long established herself as a chameleon of fantasy romantic comedies. Her charm lies in the way she balances relatability with whimsy, never making her characters feel distant, even when they exist in fantastical settings. Some examples stand out. Find Me in Your Memory. 2020 Moon played a rising actress whose life intersects with news anchor curse with hyperthymesia, a condition of never forgetting. She danced between bright comedic beats and emotional sensitivity, making her character both entertaining and poignant. True Beauty. 2020 as Lim Joo-kyung, she became the ultimate rom-com heroine, goofy, heartwarming, and painfully relatable. Jae-young's comedic timing and emotional openness turned Joo-kyung into more than just a makeover girl. She was a universal symbol of self-acceptance. Link, Eat, Love, Kill. 2022 a darker fantasy romance, where Jae-young's role required balancing humor with themes of trauma and mystery. She showed she could stretch her comedic instincts into more dramatic, layered territory. Moon Jae-young's signature style is a fusion of playfulness and emotional weight. She thrives in projects where laughter and tears are two sides of the same coin, where fantasy tropes become metaphors for very real human emotions. When Eun-woo and Jae-young starred together in True Beauty, the magic wasn't just in their looks, though fans endlessly praised their visual pairing. It was in the way their styles complemented each other. Eun-woo's quiet intensity met Jae-young's expressive warmth, and together they created a balance that felt authentic. Key moments, like Suho's Eun-woo, shy smiles melting under Joo-kyung's Jae-young chaos, or their emotionally raw breakup scenes, revealed that these two could pull viewers through both comedy and heartbreak with ease. That's why the thought of them aligning again, especially after their growth in individual projects, feels not only exciting but inevitable. To truly imagine their reunion, let's compare their approaches to rom-com fantasy. Cha Eun-woo in A Good Day to Be a Dog plays comedy through restraint. His humor shines in awkward pauses, understated reactions, and moments of physical clumsiness. His emotional depth comes out gradually, unfolding like layers that reward patient viewers. Moon Jae-young in fantasy comedies plays comedy through expressiveness, big reactions, witty delivery, and bold character choices. Her emotional depth often appears suddenly, hitting hard in the midst of levity. Together, Eun-woo's subtle awkwardness could serve as the perfect foil to Jae-young's playful energy. He grounds her expressiveness. She lifts his restraint. They become yin and yang, different styles colliding to create balance. So, what could this reunion look like? Imagine a fantasy comedy drama written to maximize both their strengths. Plot idea: when alone isn't lovely, Eun-woo plays a man cursed with loneliness, literally. Whenever he spends more than 24 hours without human interaction, strange misfortunes like broken appliances, sudden storms, or comical accidents start following him. Moon Ji-young plays his unlikely neighbor, a woman who thrives in her chaotic independence but finds herself inexplicably tied to his curse after a chance encounter. Together, they must navigate the bizarre fantasy rules of his condition, leading to slapstick comedy, emotional bonding, and, of course, romance. Why it works. Eun-woo's awkward charm fits a man struggling with vulnerability. Jae-young's playful energy matches a character who forces him out of his shell. Their chemistry bridges comedy and heartfelt emotion, just like it did in True Beauty. Fans worldwide have been clamoring for a Cha Eun-woo x Moon Jae-young reunion. Social media explodes whenever their names are mentioned in the same breath, with edits, fanfics, and art imagining their next project. A reunion isn't just about nostalgia. It's about capitalizing on the growth both have experienced as actors. Audiences will be curious to see how their evolved styles might interact. Would Eun-woo's newfound comedic vulnerability amplify Jae-young's chaotic charm? Would Jae-young's emotional depth spark even richer performances from Eun-woo? The reason this what if feels more urgent today than in 2020 is because both actors have matured. They're no longer just rookie visuals carrying high school romance. They're versatile performers ready for roles that balance fantasy, comedy, and profound emotion. Eun-woo has proven he can handle whimsical fantasy plots without losing sincerity. Jae-young has shown she can anchor bizarre or supernatural stories with human